Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English podcast. Today we are going to practice English conversations at school. These are real situations students face every day. Let's start with a very common situation, asking about homework.
Yes, sometimes I'm not sure if we have homework.
That happens a lot. Here are some useful questions. Do we have homework? Do we have any homework for tomorrow? What is the homework? When is it due? What do we need to do? Let's practice.
Anna, do we have homework for tomorrow?
Yes, we do. We need to read pages 20 to 25.
When is it due?
It's due on Friday. Very natural. Now let's practice a longer conversation.
Hi, Anna, do we have any homework?
Yes, we have a writing assignment.
What do we need to write about?
We need to write about our favorite subject.
Okay, thank you.
Notice something important. Always say thank you at the end. It sounds polite. Now let's practice expanding your answer. Instead of saying yes, say, yes, we have math homework. We need to finish exercise 5. Adding details helps the conversation continue. Now imagine you are in class. The teacher speaks too fast. You don't understand. What can you say?
Sometimes I feel shy to ask.
That's normal, but asking is important. You can say, could you repeat that, please? Can you say that again? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you speak more slowly? Let's practice.
Excuse me, could you repeat that, please?
Of course. I said the test is next Monday. Very good. Another example.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No problem. I said we need to work in groups. Notice the tone. Be polite and calm. Now let's try a longer classroom situation. Please submit your assignment before Thursday afternoon.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yes. Submit your assignment before Thursday afternoon.
Thank you.
Very natural and respectful. Remember, asking for repetition is not a problem. It shows you want to learn. Now let's talk about another common situation. You don't understand the lesson. What can you say?
I usually stay quiet.
That's common, but it's better to ask. You can say, I don't understand. I don't understand this part. What does this mean? Could you explain it again? Can you give an example? Let's practice.
I don't understand this question.
Which part don't you understand?
This word, what does it mean?
It means important. Very natural. Another example. Today we're learning passive voice.
Could you explain it again, please?
Sure. Let me give you another example. Notice something important. When you say, I don't understand, it's helpful to add details. I don't understand this word. I don't understand this sentence. It makes your question clearer. Practice. Any questions?
Yes, I don't understand number 3.
Excellent. Now let's talk about asking classmates for help. Sometimes you miss information. Sometimes you don't understand the homework. Sometimes you are absent from class. What can you say?
I usually say, can you help me?
That's good, but we can be more specific. Useful sentences. Can you help me with this question? What did the teacher say about the homework? Can you explain number 5 to me? Did the teacher give any instructions? What are we supposed to do? Let's practice.
Hi, Anna, can you help me with question 3?
Sure. What part is difficult? Very natural. Another example.
I was absent yesterday. What did the teacher say?
We have a quiz next week. Notice something important. When asking classmates, be polite. You can say, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Do you have a minute?" Example.
Sorry to bother you, but can you explain this answer?
Of course. Also remember to say, "Thank you. I really appreciate it." That makes you sound friendly and respectful. Practice.
I don't understand this grammar.
Do you want me to explain it? Good teamwork conversation. Now imagine you are in class and the teacher says, "Work in groups." You need to join a group. What can you say?
Maybe, can I join?
Yes, but let's say it more naturally. Useful sentences. Can I join your group? Is this group full? Do you still have space? Can I work with you? Let's practice.
Hi, can I join your group?
Yes, of course. Another example.
Is this group full?
No, you can join us. Very natural. Now let's practice participating in a discussion. Useful phrases. What do you think? I think we should. That's a good idea. Maybe we can try this. Example. What do you think about this topic?
I think we should talk about social media.
Another example.
That's a good idea. Maybe we can add one more example.
See? Short, simple sentences, but they help you stay in the conversation. Remember, in group discussions, you don't need long speeches. 1 or 2 sentences are enough. Now let's practice giving your opinion in class. Sometimes the teacher asks, "What do you think? Do you agree? What is your opinion?" Many students feel nervous.
Yes, I'm afraid to speak.
That's normal, but you can start with simple phrases. Useful expressions. I think, in my opinion, I believe, I agree, I don't agree, I'm not sure. Let's practice. Do you think homework is important?
I think homework is important because it helps students practice.
Very good. Another example. Do you agree with this idea?
I agree because it makes learning easier. If you disagree, you can say, I'm not sure about that. I don't really agree. I see your point, but
Example. Online classes are better than traditional classes.
I'm not sure about that. I prefer face-to-face classes.
Very polite and natural. Remember, you don't need perfect grammar. Just speak clearly and confidently. Now let's talk about exams and tests. This is something every student worries about. You may need to ask about the test date, content, or format. Useful questions. When is the test? What will be on the exam? How many questions are there? Is it multiple choice? Will it include speaking?
Sometimes I'm afraid to ask too many questions.
That's normal, but it's important to understand clearly. Let's practice.
Excuse me, when is the test?
The test is next Wednesday.
What will be on the exam?
It will include grammar and vocabulary from Units 3 and 4. Very natural. Another situation.
Will the test include speaking?
Yes, there will be a short speaking part. Notice how specific the answers are. When asking about exams, try to be clear. Instead of, "What about the test?" say, "What topics should we study for the test?" Now let's practice a short conversation. Any questions about the exam?
Yes, how long will the test be?
It will be 1 hour. Good. Short and clear. Now imagine you cannot finish your assignment on time. What can you say?
Maybe, can I submit it later?
Yes, that's good. Let's make it polite. Useful sentences. Can I have more time? May I submit it tomorrow? I need a little more time to finish. Is it possible to extend the deadline? Let's practice.
Excuse me, may I submit the assignment tomorrow?
Why do you need more time?
I was sick yesterday.
Very polite and clear. Another example.
Is it possible to extend the deadline?
Yes, you can submit it on Friday. Remember to give a reason if possible. Example. I couldn't finish it because I had a family emergency. Now let's practice asking for help during a test.
I don't understand this question. Can you clarify it?
I can explain the instructions, but I cannot give the answer. That's realistic classroom language. Now imagine class is finished. You want to speak to the teacher privately. How do you start? Useful opening phrases. Excuse me, do you have a minute? Can I ask you something? I have a question about today's lesson. Could I talk to you after class? Let's practice.
Excuse me, do you have a minute?
Yes, what's your question?
I have a question about the homework.
Sure, what would you like to know? Very natural. Another situation.
I'm having trouble with grammar. Can you give me some advice?
Yes, you should practice more exercises and review the lesson. When speaking to a teacher, remember, be polite, speak clearly, thank them. Example ending. Thank you for your help. I appreciate your time. Practice a full short conversation.
Excuse me, can I talk to you for a moment?
Of course.
I'm worried about the exam. Do you have any study tips?
Yes, review your notes and practice speaking every day.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Excellent. Now let's talk about study habits. Students often ask each other how they study. This is very useful before exams. Useful questions. How do you study for exams? Do you study every day? How many hours do you study? Do you study alone or with friends? Do you take notes?
Sometimes I don't know what to say.
You can answer simply and clearly. Examples. I study every evening for 2 hours. I usually review my notes. I practice with past exams. I prefer studying alone. I study with my friends on weekends. Let's practice.
How do you prepare for tests?
I usually review vocabulary and practice speaking. Very natural. Now let's make a longer conversation.
How many hours do you study every day?
I study about 3 hours after school.
Do you study alone?
Yes, but sometimes I join a study group. Notice how the conversation continues naturally with follow-up questions. You can also give advice. Example.
I can't focus when I study.
Maybe you should study in a quiet place. Very realistic student conversation. School can be stressful. Sometimes your classmates feel nervous or discouraged. You can encourage them with simple phrases. Useful sentences. Don't worry. You can do it. Keep trying. You're doing great. It will be okay. Just do your best.
That sounds very supportive.
Yes, encouragement is important. Let's practice. I'm nervous about the exam.
Don't worry, you studied hard. You can do it.
Very natural. Another example.
I think I failed the test.
It's okay. You can try again next time. Encouragement doesn't need to be long. 1 or 2 sentences are enough. Now let's try a longer conversation.
I'm scared to give my presentation.
Don't worry, you prepared well. Just speak slowly and confidently.
Thank you. That helps a lot.
You're welcome. See? Short, simple, supportive. Encouraging others also improves your communication skills. Now let's talk about presentations. Many students feel nervous when speaking in front of the class. What can you say before your presentation? Useful phrases. I'm a little nervous. Please excuse my mistakes. I'll try my best. Let's begin.
Sometimes my voice shakes.
That's normal. You can start slowly. Example opening. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about simple and clear. Now let's practice answering questions after a presentation. Useful responses. That's a good question. Let me think. I'm not sure, but I think I'll check and tell you later. Example. Why did you choose this topic?
That's a good question. I chose it because it interests me.
Very natural. Another example. Can you explain that again?
Yes, of course. What I mean is,
Handling questions calmly makes you sound confident. Now let's practice a short dialogue. Good afternoon. Today I will talk about climate change.
why is this topic important?
It's important because it affects everyone. Excellent. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You need clear communication and confidence. Now let's talk about group projects. This is a very common situation at school. Sometimes you need to organize tasks and share ideas. Useful sentences. What should we do first? Who will do this part? I can do this section. Let's divide the work. When should we meet?
Group work can be confusing.
Yes, that's why communication is important. Let's practice. What should we do first?
Maybe we should choose a topic.
Good. Another example.
Who will do the presentation slides?
I can do the slides. Very clear. Now let's try a longer conversation. We need to finish this by Friday.
Okay, let's divide the work.
I'll write the introduction.
I'll research the information.
Great. When should we meet again?
Let's meet on Wednesday after school.
Very realistic group discussion. Remember, speak clearly. Be cooperative. Use simple and direct sentences. Sometimes in group work, people disagree. That's normal. The important thing is to disagree politely. Useful phrases. I see your point, but I'm not sure about that idea. Maybe we can try something different. What if we... That's a good idea, but...
I don't want to sound rude.
You won't sound rude if you speak calmly. Let's practice. I think we should choose topic A.
I see your point, but maybe topic B is easier.
Very polite. Another example.